Hi, I'm Emma Vetriano. Today we're at the Twickenham Stoop for the Premiership Rugby launch. We'll be talking to Stuart and Lee Dickson in regards to their thoughts on the forthcoming season. So Stuart, Bath came so close to the Premiership glory last season. Has the squad and management moved on from the Saracens defeat?
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's at the time it's pretty hard, it's pretty emotional. A couple of weeks were pretty tough, but when you come away from that and the emotions disappeared a bit, then you realise that we made huge strides last year. We got better as a team. We started to forge our identity a bit better, the way we play the game, and ultimately we got to the final. It was disappointing to lose, of course it was, but we finished fifth the year before and then obviously second last year. So it was an improvement, but obviously we're looking to push on this year.
The likes of Jonathan Evans, Reece Priesand and Nico Matawalu joined the club over the summer. What will the trio bring to the setup?
They're all quality players. Johnny's come in from the Dragons in Wales. He's a combative little scrum half who's got a great kick, so he's somebody who has been developing all the time he's been with us, and he's got a real hunger to improve, which is great. I've not met the other guys yet, but obviously they're international stars. So Reece has played for Wales for a long time, tremendous player, and Nico played against him and watched him play. He's pretty exciting. He almost scored that amazing try against England at Twickenham a few weeks ago. So he's as fast as a winger. So it'd be good to get them in the Bath side.
With that, then, who do you think out of Bath squad is the player to watch next season?
I'm going to say Nico. Keep an eye on him. I think defences are going to have to watch him pretty closely.
Okay, so talking about draws now. For the start of the season, you've got Exeter, Wasps, and then you've got Quins.
Yep.
Is this going to be an early test of credentials, would you say?
Definitely. I think the Premiership is so good now, though, that you'd struggle to find 3 games where you wouldn't be testing your credentials. It's a huge start for us, but it's going to be a huge start wherever you go, really. And Exeter are a great side. They play a great brand of rugby. They've got a good bunch of lads, and we enjoy playing against them. To have it at the Rec is big. We enjoy playing at the Rec, so we haven't had a home game at the Rec for a number of years now, so it's great to have a home game to start the season. At the Rec, and it's always tough to start the year because everyone comes out of pre-season and then pushing into the games. But it'd be good.
And then moving on to Europeans. So Bath will join 2 Leinster Wasps in the Champions Cup. Do you think with an easier pool or?
I think the Champions Cup. It's called the Champions Cup for a reason. It's tough teams. It's always going to be tough pools, but I think we've done really, really well there just because of. The quality of side we're going to play against is what we want to do. We want to go and play against these teams who've won European Cups, and all of those teams have. So, as have we. So it's an exciting pool, and I think it'll be a great one for us as players, but also for our supporters. It's going to be a fantastic few European road trips there.
You replaced Dylan Hartley as Northampton captain this summer. How much are you looking forward to the challenge, and will you be learning from the likes of Dylan himself, Stephen, and Tom Wood? Stephen Myler.
Why Stephen Myler?
I'd say they're the only 2 players, him and Hartley are the only ones that have got more apprentices, right?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great season. Captained the club a few times before, which is always pretty special, especially of Saints. Dills is still in and around. We all know policy at Northampton, me and Khan rotate, so 2 games on, 2 games off for the 2 games that I'm not playing. I'm sure Dylan or Tom Wood will captain the team. So, there's sort of a leadership group at Saints now, and we'll all rotate and do a bit here and there.
How surprised were you that Dylan relinquished the captaincy?
I think it's been on his mind for a while. He's done. He's completely transformed the Saints as a club in 7 years. He took it on. He was the youngest captain in the Premiership at the time. There was a lot of speculation around him of how he was, and Jim took it and his control to give him the captaincy. I think it worked out for the club. I think we've had the most successful 7 years we've ever had, and touch wood, I can carry on that thing with him around and Tom Wood around. When Jim asked me, I was surprised. I didn't know what was going on because I'd only just got back from international duty, but I was excited. You can't say no to an experience and a job like that, especially with a town like Northampton.
It's lovely to hear the respect in your voice, man. Just as a side comment. This summer, the club signed Springbok legend Victor Matfield. How much of an impact do you expect him to have on the forwards, and especially the likes of not young ones but quality others?
He'll be brilliant. He's won a World Cup. He's done everything in rugby really. he's still going strong at the age he is, and we've signed him to play. We've got 3 other good locks as well, so touch wood this season I think they'll rotate a little bit more. I think Christian Day has probably been our standout lock. He organises our line out and he works hard for us, so him and Victor are similar players, so if we can rotate, keep people fresh in the squad, we should have a good season.
The club exited Europe at the quarter-finals, failing to make the final. Did these disappointments act as motivation during pre-season?
Oh yes, Northampton's a town, proud place. The players are proud people, and we worked so hard for the whole season, and to get beaten at home was a massive disappointment. But sometimes you've got to hold your hands up and say you got beaten by a better team on the day, and I think Sarries were worthy winners of the Premiership in the end. Them last 2 games were very good, but we had a good season. We worked hard. We finished at the top, but at the end of the day, that's the beauty thing about the Premiership. You can finish 4th and still win a Premiership. So we've got to make sure this year we use it as motivation, and we make sure come the April and May months that we're firing on all cylinders.
A number of the Northampton squads either failed to make the England Rugby World Cup squad or were part of the disappointment. Will this season be about harnessing that disappointment into the on-field play?
A bit of both, really. I think obviously the disappointment is there, and you need that in your life because it's a motivation for come rugby. But we've got to harness it in the right ways. It's not about me. It's not about Luther. It's not about Dylan. It's about the squad. It's about everyone who is associated with Northampton Saints. If we do well collectively as a squad, as a team, things will come off the back of that. We are disappointed. We use it as motivation, but motivation collectively, not individually. So we'll all do things together, and we'll get back on track, and we'll make sure that we're all back in an England shirt. First and foremost, we've got to start the season well for Saints, and if Saints are playing well, the rewards will come off the back of that.
The season opener is a game against Worcester away. Do you think they represent something of an unknown quantity?
We've played against Worcester a few times. They're a proud town, a rugby town, which is nice, and it's going to be a hell of a game. I know a few of their players down there. A few of them have played at Saints with us over the last couple of years. So Friday night game under the lights down there is going to be a huge game. And I think where the Premiership has gone now is that there's no easy games anywhere. So wherever home or away, you're not safe. So you've got to make sure that you prepare for every game right.
Northampton travelled to face Newcastle at Stadium MK on October 24th. Has this venue become something of a home fight for your club?
I like it. I think it's good. Franklin's Garden is phenomenal. If you've ever been, it's a great place. The fans are brilliant. The environment's brilliant. The new stand that's going to be finished in about 2 or 3 weeks. That'll add another dimension to the place. But MK is just something different. It's a nice environment. It's good for the fans to travel. It's a football stadium, which is quite nice, and it has come at home. We've played a few games there, and we've won quite a few, which is quite nice. And I'm looking forward to playing there again because I like playing on football pitches, which is quite nice. So we're looking forward to it.